Today we'll be taking a look into the nor'easter for parts of the northeastern United States. Plus, we'll take a look into the upcoming pattern change across parts of the west and central United States. We'll also be having an early look into Thanksgiving. Now let's go ahead and get started with the nor'easter that will be going on across parts of the northeast. So we currently have the low out in the Atlantic right now. It did bring in a lot of rain across for parts of the Carolinas, which is good news for them. As this starts to move to the north here, it starts to intensify. So you start to see some ice trying to develop here. You also do see your 540 line up in the atmosphere there. That's your freezing line. And then as we get into the overnight hours a little bit there, and also when that 540 line gets there, it'll start to transition over to snow. Now, it really depends if that freezing line does get there in time there. At this point, this looks to be kind of an ice fret a little bit there, but we can look into some of the ice accumulations, though. So this is the NAM run for freezing rain accumulation here. What it used to be before, we actually had ice amounts over here, probably up to half an inch. Now that's gone down some. You can see here some of the highest amounts, well, still got up to near half inch, but I don't think it's going to be that much freezing rain, though. Probably at best, probably up to a quarter of an inch of ice at best. Definitely something to watch here for ice-wise, so we'll look into different models here for the ice potential from the system here. I think the ice will be a bigger story than the snow because ice can create a lot of issues here. There we go. So as you can see here, for ice potential wise, you can see these models like these here could do ice fall amounts overdone. You can see here pretty similar situation here, up to a half an inch of ice for most spots. I don't think it's going to be that much. I do think it's going to be, like I said, up to a quarter of an inch of ice at best with this system here. It does bring in for some snow behind it. We can take a look into the snowfall amounts with that. Take a look at that. And there will definitely be some wind along with this. So ice plus wet snow plus wind can cause some potentially for some power outages across parts of Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire there. And here's your snowfall amounts here. So at least for the higher elevations, could see probably up to 5 inches of snow, while the lower elevations could probably just see a general 3 to 5 inches. Some areas could see higher than that, but we'll see about that. So that's with the, well, no, we're not quite done yet. So here's the European model suggestion here. So we're going to go ahead and move on into Monday morning here. Your low pressure system starts to get closer. It'll start to make a little bit of a left turn here. Your freezing line at this point should be about here. So it's actually a little bit earlier. You see here it starts to make its turn. I think this is overdone with the snowfall amounts, at least for over here. I think the low pressure system is too far to the east to see snow over here in New York, so I kind of doubt you'll see snow over there, but at least for a few flakes. But here's its snowfall amounts for these areas here. Again, like I said, I don't think you're going to see that much snow over here, but I do believe you can see this much snow over in Maine. Here's a NAM suggestion here. And again there, this is the NAM 3 km, up to 9 inches. If some spots could be a little overdone, but over here, it does show probably a pocket of moisture over there. At least that's what some models are indicating, but we'll see about that. But let's move on back here. Like I said about the pattern change across the west here, you can see here California in the southwest finally actually get some rain and even some mountain snow. We've got to watch the system here. As at this point, it doesn't seem that impressive right now, at least snowfall wise. I don't think it's going to be a winter storm by any means, but could be something there. Then a new low pressure system here develops across parts of Texas and Oklahoma there. That pushes eastward there. Seems to be weak. Not much snow along with that. Then another one passes by there. Kind of quiet there. So here we go, entering your Thanksgiving week. You got a new low pressure system developing across parts of the plains. Pretty much bombing out a little bit there. About 989 millibars there. Kind of bombing out. And Illinois there, bringing in quite a bit of wind there. Kind of dies itself out a little bit there. May try to redevelop again across parts of the Northeast. And it's just a little bit of a consistent pattern out here. Trough in the across parts of the Northeast there in the Midwest. And while probably the central United States looks to be more of a ridge there. That's kind of the pattern. The Southwest in California there will have some good news. Even the Northwest as well. We'll definitely get some rain there, which is some good news there. Oh, yeah. So here we go. So this is what your Thanksgiving's looking like so far. So this is pretty much Thanksgiving here. You can see the Northwest has got some rain, even some mountain snow. Across parts of the Northeast there does have rain and snow as well there. We got to watch that system, though. Especially back in here, like I said. Bringing in quite a bit of wind. Definitely looks like should bring more snow than that. I think it's having trouble there. But here's the snowfall amounts. So this is 258 hours out. So the next 10 days would be 240 hours. So it will give us an idea here. And it seems like my internet's currently slow. Let's see here if it could load. Come on now, I know you want to load. We can exit off of that. Yeah, I do believe it's not want to load in for us, but I'm not 100% sure what the snowfall amounts could be for that area there. Yeah, everything is shutting down. Yeah, hold on a minute. Let's see here. See. What happened? There we go. So here's the European model solution there. Took a moment there. Let's see here. You can see probably it does show a potential for a winter storm. Let's check back at that. For the European model solution here. I hated that. So let's move up to Friday here. You do have a low pressure system currently going across Arkansas there. May bring a chance of severe weather there. See that does move along there. Decent amount of rain across the south there, which would be some good news there. Then towards the end of the run, I do believe that's when it happens. Yes, it does. You can see with that amount of snow there, that could be a bombing out cyclone there. That's the same system, but the GFS has it. If we move to the GFS on this here, they do have agreement on with this system here. So we got to really keep an eye on Thanksgiving there. So this is Thanksgiving Eve. Well, this is not Thanksgiving Eve. So this is Tuesday the 26th here. That's as far as it can go there. I'll definitely make another update tomorrow. Well, maybe for Thanksgiving here. We'll probably have a better idea on this here. But this is the GFS snowfall amounts. So this is passing Thanksgiving here. Definitely the Rockies here getting plenty of snow. That's what they're going to need, especially for this winter here. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a pattern change that probably temporary at this point, probably lasting probably a couple of weeks. But as we get into the winter here, we do expect a pattern change where the east will be cold and snowy again, like it was earlier this month, probably in December or so, while the west may be warming up again. But I'm going to show you guys the upper dynamics here. Let's go ahead and just go to the North America here. So what we got going on here, so here we are in the upper dynamics here. So let's kind of go back to what it is right now. Let it load. Let's see here. See here. The red over here means it's not loaded in yet. There we go. Now it's starting to load in. Let's see here. So this is what we got currently going on right now. So we have not much going on, but we do have a little bit of a ridge across the west there, and eventually that will become a little bit of a pattern change there. As you can see here, we do have a trough that starts to weaken it, and another trough coming up there. There is a trough in the east currently. You can see both of those troughs there start to join forces there. And then you start to get a little bit of a flat ridge there and a big storm probably for Alaska there. Another trough comes in the west there, multiple waves. And I think this is going to be an active pattern for everybody here, where we'll have multiple rounds of troughs for everybody from west to east here. It's basically going to be that type of pattern where we could see ridge, and trough. But it seems like GFS later in the run here has a stronger ridge across Alaska here. Big trough along the west coast here. A good ridge in the central United States there. But it seems like it starts to weaken there. But this is pretty far out here. So this is Thanksgiving right here. Not much going on here. And same thing into Black Friday. And then we get into Cyber Monday, I do believe. Just not too much going on here. Again, things will change here around Thanksgiving here. And again, we got to keep an eye on our system for the parts of the central and eastern United States. There could cause some major problems for the Thanksgiving travel. I'll make a forecast later on, probably later this week, if we could get a better idea on this, since we can get more models on the system here. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you do like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification every time I upload. If y'all guys got any questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I answer you guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.